Hello, hello, you beautiful air signs. Are you ready for your very first love reading? I have two new decks that arrived this week. I have the Tarot of Sexual Magic and the Hidden Truth Oracle. So the Tarot, little risque photos, lots of boobage, lots of butts. And then we have the Hidden Truth Oracle, which is all like messages from your person. At least that's how I'm going to read it. So we're going to start with the Hidden Truth. And we're going to do what's in the heart space of the masculine. And it doesn't have to be male or female, it's just masculine energy. And then what's in the heart space of the feminine. And then in the middle, we'll do the heart space of the partnership, of the union. All right, what do we got for the masculines, for our air signs? Feel free to like, comment, subscribe to help me grow my channel to get these messages out there. All right, we will be together again. In the fire signs reading, it was the opposite. It was like, it's time to let this partnership go. So the masculines are saying, you'll be together again. Let's see what's on the feminine's heart. Where is the feminine at, Spirit? Okay. I'm starting to understand our connection. So you might have been like questioning it because you've had so many different connections in the past few years that you're like, I don't know what's real anymore. People are not real. People are not honest. And there can be a lot of catalysts, which are people that come into your life to spark you, to awaken, to heal, to grow. And then all of a sudden you think that they're the one, but then it doesn't last or nothing comes of it. And you're like, what the heck? Why did that happen? So you're starting to see all of those little connections and you're like, oh, the universe brought me that person because it was mirroring, that person was mirroring where I was at in my life. And I wasn't fully ready. I was still in my ego. I was still focused on materialistic things. I was still focused on trying to look a certain way and be a certain way. And I wasn't just being real and just being authentic. So sometimes we have to go through an ego death, which is kind of like not a death, it's just seeing your inner voice and how it's been running you your whole life. And we start to see it and then we kind of like put it to sleep. And we speak from love and not from fear. Usually when you're in ego, you're in your fear and you're defensive and you're trying to always prove your point. You're trying to show how beautiful you are. When you're not in ego, you're just here. And you're like, hi, this is me. And it's hard to navigate in and out of that because we all go back into ego every once in a while. But the awareness and coming back to the present moment and seeing it and being like, wait, why did I just say that? Or what was my intention there? Or why did I do this? And constantly self-reflecting. It's not bad to do that. Some people might think, I used to think it was like overanalyzing, but there's a balance. I definitely overanalyze, but there's also like, that's really good. Like self-reflecting is awesome because then you can nip it in the bud and you can get out of your ego and be like, oh my gosh, I just was being so like superficial, or I just was judging so much. And when you can self-reflect, you can pull yourself out of that energy. All right, air signs, let's see what's on the connection space. This one kind of flipped. I wish I had treated you better. So in this separation phase, if you and your person are not together, or if you're on a break, or maybe you haven't seen them in a year or two, they are saying that you're going to be together again, but they are healing the parts where they feel like they have regret. They're like, why did I do that? And it's what I was just teaching you about. A lot of times it's because it's our ego that is driving those decisions, and our ego is making us run away. It doesn't want us to be in connection because it doesn't want us to be happy. And we have to witness that and say, I have no fear. I'm willing to take risks. I trust my heart. I know this feels right. And if I'm wanting to take a risk on something, then whatever I'm in currently is not for me, because if I'm willing to dip out and leave it, then that means I'm probably not super committed here. Whether that's at a job, with a partnership, where you're living, you know, if you're 100% in, there's no thought of leaving. You know, anything can come into your vision and you'd be like, nope, I have everything I need. Sorry, nope, I'm not entertaining that. Nope, nope, nope. because you're just so solid in what you want. So always remember that if you're like exploring other options, it means something is not right where you're at. So you always want to address that first before you go exploring. And in order to do that, you have to be super aware of yourself, and you have to really know yourself and make sure it's not your ego just wanting something better that looks better. And then you have to discern between the two. Is it your ego wanting it, or is it your heart saying, this feels right? This is what I'm worthy of. This is not just an illusion. This is real life. Like my body is feeling this. All right, we have, I can't stop thinking about you. So in separation, I don't know why there was no, I just was shuffling. I wasn't going to pull it on the heart space for anything or anyone. They can't stop thinking about you. And in the fire sign video, they were talking about music. So I just got that message too, for if you're hearing music and hearing lyrics and you're thinking about your person, that's your person trying to communicate to you in the 5D through music. And my phone just went off. All right. Here we go. Let's do the tarot of sexual magic. All right, masculine headspace. What is the masculine feeling? Woo. Naughty. Hello. Knight of Swords. I may or may not be blushing. This is what the masculine's feeling. It's almost like a sense of ownership. He just wants you. He wants you to be his. He can also be kind of like biting with his words. So a lot of times this could mean maybe he's not ready for you yet. Maybe he needs to chill out on the aggressiveness, and he needs to step into his feminine a little bit more and not be so controlling and not be so biting with his words. And he needs to chill out and respect his feminine. Because I wouldn't want to be, I don't know about you ladies, but I'm assuming mostly ladies are watching this. That's not appealing to me, this photo. It's definitely not something I would want done to me. Just my personal opinion. Some people are different, but I'm more of the gentle soul. So maybe this is the immature ego version of your person that he still has to kind of like lay to rest. Because this is not a spiritual connection. Okay. So he's got some work to do. So how about the feminine? What's in the feminine, on the feminine's mind? The Sun card again. We keep getting this. I got this in the fire sign reading. This is like ultimate bliss. Your happy ending. Abundance and love and equal give and take and gentle. Like, see how different? This is where the feminine is in her mind, but this is where the masculine is in his mind. See how they don't connect? One's all about control, and yeah, I just see that I keep hearing the word control, and this is just all about mutual love, respect, gentleness, compassion, nurturing the fruit. I always think of the word nurturing with the fruit underneath her leg, and how gentle his arms are around her. Where this is, he's pulling at her, and there's actually like people watching at the door, which is kind of weird. So it's almost like people are seeing that connection and seeing that it's not healthy. So maybe this could also be it. Maybe your person, your masculine, is in a connection like this, and he wants this, but he doesn't know how to leave this. And he's saying, we will be together again. I wish I had treated you better. He can't stop thinking about you. And this is where he's at, and he's in ego, and he's in a partnership with somebody who maybe is only focused on sexual desires and physical things. And then he really wants that deep connection in this card. All right, let's do a card for the shared space, the connection space. All right, card for the union. Queen of Wands. Really awesome card. And Six of Swords. I'm going to have to look up the Six of Swords. Queen of Wands is this one, which usually represents a woman who's grounded and passionate, and she knows what she wants. She doesn't settle for anything less. And Six of Swords is kind of like a, I don't want to say an unhappy card. I don't know. I just don't feel like, if you notice, they're in all these, look at these, this card compared to this one. There's like no sunlight in this one. This one seems like drab and blah, and it's just like going through the motions. It's like mechanical. I don't feel love when I look at this card. When I look at these two cards, I feel love, sensuality. This one, I just feel like, they're just going through the motions. There's no depth. I got my dad's hat on today, everybody. My dad passed away in October. Repping him. Super cute, right? He wore this every day. Still smells like smoke, but I don't care because it's him. Side note, I've never puffed a cigarette ever because he did and I hated it. So thanks, Dad, for teaching me what not to do. But yeah, I feel like the Six of Swords. Let's read that. Sorry, I got distracted. I didn't read it. Okay, it says, searching for new horizons involves a couple as it involves a single person. Outside of your daily routine lies the rest of the world. Yep, that's exactly what this is. It's mechanical. It's like, all right, let's do the same thing we do every day. This is monotonous, it's boring. When in reality, this is what you're missing. You're missing that sunshine in your life. Your divine feminine is your sunshine, and you are with maybe a karmic partner who has been a catalyst for you, and it's time to leave this. And there's a few people in my life currently who are experiencing this. They're getting divorced and they're moving into this energy. They're finally choosing themselves. This is not choosing themselves. This is staying in something that society says you should stay in because it's, you know, it's frowned upon to go against the grain and to maybe break up a family or to, I don't know, stay because you can't financially support yourself. You can. The universe supports you with that kind of stuff. It wants you to choose you and choose your happiness. And then when you do choose that, guess what? You become richer than you ever have, richer in money, in love, in happiness, in joy. But all it takes is this like small little like let go. But it's a huge, stressful, like uncomfortable let go. But on the other side of the fence, it's freedom. And if you don't do it, sometimes the universe does it for you. All right, air signs. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I think I'm going to do these every week because they're super fun now that I got these new relationship decks. Yeah, so like, comment, subscribe, share, do whatever you can to help me grow my channel. And I will see you guys in the next one. All right, bye, lovies.